Streaming live. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we are going to bring you an epic.
It's
I'm
live,
drunk.
folks.
I'm just a little tired. We're going to bring you an epic trailer reaction plus an epic discussion on Falcon and Winter Soldier and Invincible. So we got all that on the roster today. But before we do any of that, we got intro. All right, we have returned. All right, so I'm gonna just jump off with that Suicide Squad second trailer already. The first one just dropped a week ago, week and a half ago.
I already told you when I saw it. I got the notification yesterday. I'm like, oh, this is clearly an April Fool's joke.
Yeah,
I ain't falling for it.
You know, I didn't think about that, but that do make sense. But no, this is an actual trailer. It's
why not? I mean,
so I figured they got a bad reception on that first trailer.
Yeah.
We didn't dog it out. I wasn't excited.
Right.
I don't remember exactly how you felt.
It just wasn't that exciting, you know.
Right.
Part of it is like you lose some of the novelty on this. These sort of outsized comic book stories because we've gotten so many of them so close together.
You got a point there because before it was Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, all the known superheroes, and then people like Guardians of the Galaxy, like the heroes, they was actually getting a big buzz, and Suicide Squad, the original, because hey, we've seen those 100 times. Let's see these stories that people we kind of don't really know that much about. Yeah. So now they starting to be, like you said, novelty superhero stories. Now they starting to be like a little over. They starting to be derivative on these.
Because like it's always going to be some version of, these aren't your normal superheroes. They're the other guys.
But see, only problem is now they're supposed to go all the way. They never go all the way with those because they always try to put their marketing and things they want to sell and make it PG-13.
You always want to pull back from the edge.
Right, just so they can make the most money as possible and they get away from what the actual source material was. And originally, Suicide Squad was villains that, they was reluctant heroes, villains or whatever, and they kept on, we're the bad guys.
The most villainous things that happened in that movie that weren't done by the government was Harley Quinn stole a purse and Deadshot shot another criminal.
And then Deadshot, everybody kept saying, "Yeah, we the bad guys." We the bad, and like they kept saying that. Like are you sure?
At worst, they were reluctant heroes.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing. It's supposed to be a rated R property of for real villains. Yeah. That's sourced out to do hero work, but they get dirty or whatever. So let's watch this trailer and see if it's any better. So let's see what we got. We get a little discussion from us. Suicide Squad second trailer.
Supervillains. Sad souls in costumes. Wanting you to think they're all dark and deep. What's it like? Living life as a punchline. But all it would take would be one blessed act of rebellion for you to restore your dignity in its entirety.
You know the deal. Complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Love them or hate them, these are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Any questions?
And?
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Oh, for God's sake.
Polka Dot Man in action.
It's just suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
What the?
Nothing like a bloodbath to start the day.
They call you Peacemaker?
What was that
I
orange?
cherish peace with all my heart. I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it.
I thought you were the crazy one.
I am.
You know, I'm about to go back and watch that again.
Here's the deal.
Why you look
We
so
failed the
short,
mission,
Tubby?
You die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
Well, it was better.
Fair point.
It's a better trailer.
I'm happy to actually hear some lines from Peter Capaldi. I'm glad he's still Scottish. You know,
Who was that?
that's the guy playing the Thinker. He also played Doctor Who for a little while.
The guy with the little
Yeah,
pins
yeah,
in his
yeah.
head. Yeah, okay.
But he's good at like monologuing and really cutting witticism, shit like that. But so that I do like Peacemaker a little bit more now,
Yeah,
just because they picked a better joke for his character.
right. But you already started off with the other shows.
Yeah.
I want to draw your attention
Oh,
to something.
yeah.
Look at the shark running.
Oh my God, it looks so bad.
He's on short and tubby, man, with jeans on.
Like, and you know what? I much prefer the way they do him on the Harley Quinn cartoon, where he's kind of like lovable.
Is he supposed to be stupid? Wasn't he like a man?
Yeah,
He's not like a shark,
he
right?
used-
I mean, he's a shark man, but
I mean,
he
so
was a man.
I guess there's two different versions of King Shark. One used to be a marine biologist and got turned into a shark. man.
Right, so he got a man mind, right?
Yeah, and then there's another version who's supposed to be like something close, like the opposite of Aquaman, basically.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird.
So they're gonna have him like. I heard Sylvester Stallone doing the voice. Cause so is he just gonna do even
So it's not
punchy or
I
rocky?
thought it was Taika.
Oh, I heard it was Sylvester Stallone. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm saying, is he gonna do it even punchy or rocky? Hey, hand. It's like, oh boy.
I miss Killer Croc, dude.
But no, it looks better though. It do look better.
I've got a better idea.
They showed Ratcatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just started to see
Ratcatcher
some
number
stuff.
the second Ratcatcher.
Who's this orange chick?
So
Because they won't let nobody for real say nothing.
So that's supposed to be. I don't know if you remember the character Mongol from the comics, leader of a planet, like he ran a planet called War World. He's a Superman villain. That's supposed to be his sister.
Oh, so she's supposed to be from Apocalypse or somewhere?
War World, not Apocalypse.
Let's get it right.
I mean, well, because Mongol and Darkseid kind of get mixed up sometimes for folks that ain't like super into it. But I'm shaky on
Make
how
sure we get our warmongering,
Yeah.
planet conquering people.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how, how is this character supposed to be in the Suicide Squad when she can?
She's a guy, right?
I mean,
Basically like
she's
a demigod or something.
She can fight Superman. How do they have her on lockdown?
Yeah.
That I don't. Whatever.
It was probably because you know what? A lot of times it's just like, oh, we need to push this character for whatever. Put him in Suicide Squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
yeah.
we want to push this character for whatever reason. Throw him in Suicide Squad. Who was what's his name? Pete Davidson, I think.
I don't remember anymore.
I don't even know why they got this shot in this, man, with them walking by the slow motion walk through.
With the flag.
Yeah, it's like y'all trying too hard to be stylish now. It's like, I know maybe it's a joke or something, but it's just the fact that did we need that?
Like homie in the middle there with the pole.
Yeah.
So he's dead.
What you mean? He's
There's no way he doesn't die. There's no way.
This guy.
As flashy as he is, every time you see him, all we've seen
he's
him
probably
do is hair
gonna die
flips.
first.
He's going to die. Pete Davidson's probably gonna die.
They won't let It's just like I know there's a lot of people. They won't let nobody say nothing. That's why I kind of like. So the rat catcher talked, and what's name talked a little bit.
Yeah. Nathan Fillion's probably gonna die.
Yeah, it's just like I guess it's just too many characters. But I was like, I want to hear what some other people have to say, and then it's like they just kind of show them,
Yeah, I guess they're still calling his character TDK. I don't know what that's supposed to stand for.
Oh, which one? Nathan Fillion.
Nathan
And that's
Fillion.
that was him.
Fall off boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was him with his arms just came off,
Popped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now what? So of course they gotta give Harley Quinn her her whatever. She's gonna do a 2-gun spin around move. We never seen that before, right? That's new. I haven't seen anybody do. I wish I had a montage every time they did a spin around gun.
Well, like, and now they've kind of made this her thing where it's like she'll do violence while having a psychotic break, and so they get to put all kinds of effects in the background and change up the music like they did in Birds of Prey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I mean, yeah, it's a stylish choice. I mean,
I'm not against or for it.
right? It's just I think she's been overused because they like their popularity, but they're going to, which they always do, overuse a character until you tired of seeing them.
Yeah,
And they're gonna. I knew they was gonna do that, but in a movie like this, which is good, so many characters, you're probably gonna get a little less of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I bet you she came in, did her shit, and left. You know what I'm saying? Because Margot Robbie got a lot of stuff going on right now, so it's like, yeah, in this film she probably did those little couple shots or whatever, and she out.
With this film, it's definitely like, yeah, Margot's not coming in today. All right, we'll change it up.
And which I think they should do anyway. They want to push it on her name, but you want to push some of these other people you ain't heard of.
Yeah.
Would be better. And what's your name? What's the name? What's his name? John Cena.
Oh, Peacemaker.
So I heard he's going to get a spinoff.
Yeah.
Or a prequel or something.
Whichever. Okay.
Well, not a whole. It's going to be like a
Yeah.
motion comic or something.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it ain't like a whole thing.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, it depends on the reception. I guess they expected it to be real good.
Yeah.
Like they just basically look at these shorts.
I mean, it's not like it's going to be Killer Shark or Polka Dot Man that gets the spinoff.
Yeah.
Even though Polka Dot Man is actually low-key kind of powerful.
What is his power anyway? I know the polka dots.
They all do different
something.
things. They all do different things. So, like, he can throw them as, like, shurikens, but he can also use them to open up portals to, like, energy dimensions like Cyclops.
I would say, well, he
with his
ain't like the
eyes.
Spot though, right? You know, that's at Marvel. It could be the same thing, right?
He can do what the Spot
that's-
can do.
Right, that's Marvel.
Yeah. But, like, it's just, like, that and everything else. Like,
Well, why can't he get the hell out of jail?
because he's horrifically...
Amanda Waller is so smart.
He's horrifically depressed. Like, severely. Yeah.
Okay, perfect place for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
He's just waiting to die.
All right. And we got the running scene. Man, he looks so fat. When they show the shark, man, running, it's so funny.
Oh, man.
I didn't even check the stream. Are we good?
Let me check.
I'll be forgetting. It's be acting up sometime. But, yeah, like I said, it looks better, man. And then they still didn't let, what's the name of Power?
Who
Michael
that?
Rucker.
I have no clue. I don't remember what his character is supposed to be.
You see, James Gunn just got his, the people he worked with.
Yeah.
His brother, Michael Rucker, I think Nathan Fillion, his boy
Fillion's
too.
one of his too.
Yeah, so he got his crew he always put in there. But they're a good crew when they together. So I'm happy for that. But
Okay.
what?
So, is it Savage? Is the character, I think?
Who, Michael Rucker?
Yeah.
So we got the rat catcher.
Would be one blessed act of rebellion.
Which, why?
I don't know. So Savant, that's the character, Savant, Michael Rooker's character.
Yeah, it is a lot of characters, and a lot of them gonna have to go.
Yeah. So no, you were right. Sylvester Stallone is the voice of King Shark.
Yeah. Okay.
So and Pete Davidson's character is Blackguard.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, it do look better. I mean, this trailer make it look better. See, that go the orange girl.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be like kind of like rock skin.
Something like that. Kind of.
Yeah, and like you said, how would they get her in a human prison and keep her contained?
I want to say Warmonga. That I think is her name. I could be thinking.
My
something
eyes
else.
are about to pop out of my head. I'm rolling so hard.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, anyway, Mongal. It's Mongal.
Okay.
But whatever, you know. But this is the thing with Suicide Squad. It's kind of like the way Marvel Comics uses the Avengers. It's like, okay, who's not doing numbers right now? Put them all in a team. You know?
Yeah.
And so you can just switch up the roster however you feel like to write the story you're trying to write.
Yeah. Look at this.
Especially since most people are going to die.
Right. I know. I said, we looking at a lot of characters and like, yeah, they got to go. It's too many of them.
Yeah.
But look at this freaking gun.
Yeah. I mean, it's comic accurate. It is comic accurate.
What the hell is that?
That is a Desert Eagle with a
Dude, I'm about to say-
12-inch barrel.
I would say, Desert ain't that.
That is exactly what that is. That's a Desert Eagle with a 12-inch barrel. He's
Yeah.
not overcompensating at all.
I didn't. You know what? I never heard of his character actually. Was he a villain or was he a good guy? Was he?
I mean,
is that basically his character?
Technically, he's a villain, but
he
like
thinks he's a good guy.
he's like if the Punisher wasn't played straight, you know, like he's a bit of a joke, you know.
No kidding.
Yeah, but he takes himself very seriously.
Okay, that is the Suicide Squad trailer 2. We're gonna move on to.
Oh, hey, what's up, Neo? Yeah, so Sly Stallone is gonna be voicing King Shark. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna move on to another. Topic. We're gonna do the Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 3. We're gonna do a little recap discussion on that. That's a good picture.
Yeah.
Zemo finally wore the mask for a little hot second.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what?
For no reason, but
they did.
other than
He's one of those
show
ones
off.
where it's like, there's no real reason for his outfit to exist.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
I mean,
Like,
his comic counterpart, got to have a costume.
well,
so,
like he's always the most stylish person in every room he's in. You know.
Yeah.
I remember I picked up a comic one time, and he shows up, and he's got the coat he's wearing is like it's got a white leopard fur collar on it. It's like gold buttons, like. And every time they bring Zemo out, it's like all of his stuff is bespoke and everything.
well, he is a baron.
Yeah.
So, okay. Falcon Winter Soldier, episode 3. Where we left off episode 2, they found out it was that the government was doing experiments on people to recreate the super soldier formula, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense because the formula died, the pure formula died with the scientist who originally created it. He was a German scientist that defected. So once he died, they just had to like put together a formula, and they had to, of course, they needed test subjects, and of course, certain people was
They experimented only on black people.
And so we got people that still had some strength or whatever, but they was still like Isaiah, what's his name? Isaiah.
God, why am I blanking on his last name now?
Yeah, well, one of the soldiers who's
Isaiah
still
Thomas.
maybe one of the soldiers is still alive, but he's
the only surviving test subject.
okay.
Yeah.
So all right, so we knew that, and then we get to meet. We met the new Captain America. What's his name? John Walker, which is played by Wyatt Russell. So they had a small role in here in this episode. But you saw them in action in the last episode. So they're on the case. Falcon and Bucky is on the case, and they like, they told them to stay out of our way. If you're not going to work with us, stay out of Battlestar and our way.
me and my boy Battlestar, we got this. Like I feel bad because like they're both good actors.
Yeah.
But like their characters are kind of like cartoonish. Like
that might be the point though.
Like
because we're not supposed to like them.
I know, but it's like Battlestar isn't even trying to hide the fact that he's just a sidekick. Like that's his boy, but like you are just the sidekick. At least with Bucky and Captain America, it was like, no, we both working as soldiers right now. It's just he's the guy with the costume on.
Yeah. So we saw at the end of the last episode, they was like, we need Zemo. So we thinking like, okay, what they gonna do? It didn't go like I thought it was gonna go. Like immediately he just said, hey, let me talk to him. Yeah, get me out of here. Of course, he's like, all right, hey, we got to get him out of there.
Wait, I mean, that's kind of burying the lead. He's like, all right, so we got to get him out. Okay, we need to talk about this. Okay, funny you should mention, because I already did it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it was just the fact that
like how much time
you could never get me to agree to that.
How much time passes between him walking in and having a conversation?
He probably was waiting outside.
Because homie already got the key card, so I guess Bucky already sent him a key card.
I don't know.
I don't like the plot.
But you know what?
This episode,
a person might think that is he still under control? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you might be thinking you doing stuff on your own, and because you doing things to help them.
I can see that. Yeah. But like this episode has so much plot convenience. Like, how did Zemo get the key card? How did Bucky already know who to pick for the riot? How did he like? How much of this was planned out before they even got there? And whose plan is it? Like, but whose plan is this? Zemo's plan?
But had to be
like
he probably had already been talking to him though. That wasn't his first time talking to him.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's maybe, I don't know.
We don't know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it makes sense because he telling what's the name of that. It's just he agreed to get him out so easy. Yeah. It was almost like, all right, no, I can't do that, bro. That ain't gonna happen. But that should have been the last. option.
I feel like Bucky has ulterior motives on Spring and Zemo.
Well, I guess it was on his list. On that list he had. And so Barry get out, man. This dude jet setting. Like it's almost like he went from super villain to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
like he even got a butler that's waiting on him
on the private jet.
He got a private jet and a butler waiting on him.
Met him with a glass of champagne.
Wait, aren't you wanted?
Hey, if you got money like that, laws don't mean.
I guess they got more important things to worry about than Zemo.
Yeah, well, and it's kind of like to an extent, like how much money does it realistically take to convince the authorities to hold off for a little bit? You pay.
Yeah, I mean, they could be.
You pay the right prison officials, and no one says anything about Zemo escaping for a certain amount of time, so that gives them a little bit of advantage.
Right. I mean, they never went there, but we just gonna have to assume that it's. Like they got a grace period or something. Yeah. It's kind of like 48 hours. You got 48 hours. Just get him back. In 2 days. Or whatever. Maybe it's a situation like that or whatever. But I don't know. He's very chummy with them. I thought it was gonna go different.
I didn't. I was actually expecting something akin to this because you've already got Bucky and Sam going at each other's throats every 5 minutes.
We don't talk about that.
So like
a little later they did something that irked me.
Yeah. So they have to do something to like not up the tension and hostility on that. Granted, they then upped it somewhere else, but we'll get into that too. But like he comes in, he's like, "Hey, look, I got no more beef with you.
Right.
I did my bit.
Right. Wait,
And they are technically on the same side of this.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it makes sense because they could have said just give us the locations, but you can't get into them locations without me. Whatever. So it actually do make sense. It's just the way it happened. It was just so kind of just a little easy.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was just done a little different, I'd be more on board. But I was like, what? I thought this was. I thought he was gonna have to break out and whatever. No, just let him out.
I mean,
I just gotta say a couple things they want to hear, and I'm out.
Technically, it was a breakout. It was the easiest breakout I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Right. He just hid in a couple of corridors.
He choked out a guard, put on his uniform. They didn't even think anything was weird about him not looking into the camera when he hit the check. Whatever.
Right. So anyway, now Zemo is part of the team. It's like he went from their worst villain.
Like, I wasn't expecting them to team up.
That's what I was saying.
But like
he went from their worst villain to, all right, guys, let's do this. Like not only he's a member of the team, but he's that cool older guy that's got style over the young hotshot guys. So he coming there while they drinking beer, he's drinking champagne, stuff like that. And let me show you how to dress with fashion.
I'm a little bothered by the role he plays, because there's a bit there when they're disguised to get into Madripoor, and Sam's like, "Why do I look like a pimp? Only an American would look at a black man wearing nice clothes and assume he's a pimp."
Yeah.
How you gonna say that to a black dude?
But he even said something to that, like, you out of line, but you ain't wrong.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. Like with the interview, it's like, I'm trying to be mad at you, but you got points.
Right, but I mean, he is telling the truth. Only in America that's a thing.
Yeah.
Because the way it's already the way the culture is already is here. But in another country, you can dress extravagant or whatever, and you can just be what do you call this? A fashion. He said something about fashion.
Whatever. I don't remember everything he said, but like the guy he was supposed to be is apparently like super into clothes and smiling tiger.
He did look like him, so I give him that when he was like
he had a stop. Damn, he do look like me.
Well, and then I was thinking like this, so that guy's supposed to be from Africa, so Sam gonna have to talk with an African accent. He didn't try. No. Spoiler alert: he didn't even try.
there was no attempt made.
Which I'm like,
which I respect.
I was about to say because if he would have came out with some fake ass accent, you'd have just made yourself look stupid. And it's like you can't keep your cover if you gonna you'd be like, why are you talking like that? This dude a cop.
Though that was a trying cover. What did they take out of that snake and put in a shot?
I don't know. It was something out. They took out the snake.
He took some kind of shot with some snake juice in it.
But he took a piece, something out of the snake and put it in the shot.
Man, immediately I'm like, okay, look. So I'm not Smiling Tiger. I just wanted to get into the bar.
He could have been like, you know what? I'm gonna pass on it today. I'm not. I'm not feeling good.
When you see him trying,
no, you gonna have to drink that. You gotta keep your cover.
Yeah, that's. I love these.
Yeah.
So good.
So I mean, okay, and then they had a scene where, of course, so they undercover. So they had a scene where he break his cover, and answer that on speaker. And it was a little funny when he was like, the bank, forget the bank. I launder so much money. It's like,
and he's trying to get her to play. He's trying to play up his role.
Yeah, I know.
And she's completely ignoring everything.
I'll kill those bankers.
Hold up. What you doing with them Cheerios?
I know.
I gotta call you back, Sam.
They was kind of buying it.
Yeah.
Until Sam.
Because she was being just vague enough.
Yeah.
That it was like, okay, they talking some business about a bank job.
Right. I mean, even though he's supposed to be a shady orange dealer or whatever, he can't have a sister.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally, they didn't think anything was really wrong until she called him Sam.
Right.
Like, the Cheerios didn't do it.
So this is where the writing goes like this for me. We enter another character. Now, we know this character, familiar character. She was in Civil War, so she is, I'm sorry, she was in Civil War too, but she was in
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Sharon Carter?
Sharon Carter.
Right. This is Peggy Carter's niece, correct?
Niece or grandniece, something.
And so we familiar with her. We know she's in this universe or whatever. So she pop up. So they're in this town, this lawless town.
Madripoor.
Yeah, where, I guess this is where all the criminals go. They always kind of got a little place like this in fiction.
Yeah, Madripoor is like a lot of Punisher stories take place in Madripoor. A few Blade stories take place in Madripoor. Even a couple of Wolverine stories. Anytime you need a completely lawless town where anything can pop off and no one will bat an eye, go to Madripoor. So
we got a lawless town, and she's there for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm living here because of. Why did she say she was there?
She's technically still wanted for
after Civil War.
Yeah,
so she never got.
She never got pardoned. Like that pissed me off a little bit, just because I'm like, y'all needed her to go and become a shady badass. So you decided that logically they would have given Bucky a pardon before her.
They just kind of forgot about her, probably.
Like Black Widow got a pardon, goddammit. But yeah, so like
she so she just pop up and save him and be like, she was like they golden ticket. Yeah. Like it was like no, I'm like no, this is bad writing. This is bad writing. She came in and just did everything they needed her to do, or everything they needed she had, conveniently had, and then it's like, oh, we need a place to lay low. I got a place. Like, of course you do.
Like we need to find the guy. I'll find him.
Yeah. Oh, I know this guy.
Hey, look, enjoy the party. I'll come get you when I found the guy.
Yeah. So I was upset when she came in.
So they didn't even need Zemo. They could have just said, "Hey, what's Sharon doing?"
Yeah. I mean, they didn't know.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Right, but it's just that she was too convenient.
Like all Zemo was their ride to Madripoor.
Yeah. And we get some action, some whatever action. Shield, Agents of Shield action.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. And like, don't get me wrong, the fight choreography was pretty good.
It was all right.
But it wasn't nothing special.
Well, we didn't need it, but okay, it was just so she can show off or something.
Yeah.
Like,
and don't get me wrong, her character has fans. And she's a character they want to utilize to some effect. Fine.
Sure.
But come on.
I mean, it's just, it's okay. It was so not needed.
It makes this episode feel like filler.
It was obvious. It was showing, it was too clear it wasn't needed.
Yeah. And
you threw it in there, and you could tell why they did it, just to show off this character or whatever, and give these other characters a golden ticket with everything they needed. It was I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Bad writing. Moving on, they end up getting this doctor who made the serum, and that's what I was like, who is this guy? He's got to be probably not an actor. He looked like he's one of the writer, or like he's somebody that just, I'm gonna put myself in my own stuff. Like, because the way he was talking, his emotion didn't match what he was going through.
Like, they wanted to make him a little megalomaniacal, but it feels so weird.
It
like, you know what it is? It's that character who clearly doesn't know what show they're in.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you want to know? Then make me a better offer. There is a super villain, a super soldier / assassin, and an Avenger in front. What makes you think there's a deal to be made?
Well, I did like when they kind of talked about the serum, where it was saying that he took out some of the stuff that other serum relied on that made it weaker. But he's like, they don't need to be buff no more. Yeah. They can still be strong. And not because the Captain America serum,
we don't
got bigger and all that.
We don't need all this fancy machinery. We don't need. We don't need to create these Ubermensch 6'5", built like the broadside of a Mack truck. We don't need to do all that. we perfected this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool.
That made sense why everybody else that had it ain't.
Yeah.
Grew up, got big instead.
But then, like, the way he starts talking about, he starts
kept going on.
Yeah, it's like and on and on and on. It's like, and you see, I'd become a god. Like, man, shut. But we get he was our exposition machine in this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we learned some stuff though.
So we found out he's where the super soldier serum came from. He's working for the power broker. The Flag Smasher stole the serum from him.
Yeah.
And then called him up later so that old girl could save her mom or whatever.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I mean, they mentioned that in passing, but I don't know if it was going to lead to the main plot. But it must be. They
really wanted you to know that dude was an asshole before he died.
Yeah.
Like, so were you able?
I mean, I guess they want to show that the old girl's desperate.
Yeah. It's like, so were you able to help her? Hey man, not my pig, not my farm. God damn, dude.
He didn't last long. So then we get to this scene where I was talking about what's her name?
Sharon Carter.
No. I'm done with her.
Oh, okay.
Well, she had a little awkward moment. Then at the end, like she was leaving, but it seems like maybe they was on something else. Like
I feel like she's working an angle on this.
Yeah.
And this is just something that happened to intersect for her.
Because, I mean, it was a lady waiting for her, and it was like, oh, wait, I thought you was, like, by yourself. But I guess it's almost like she's still working with an organization, and they know what they're doing. They just helping them. So which would make a lot more sense.
I'm getting the feeling she's maybe not as ass out as she claims to be.
Yeah, maybe she just helping them without them knowing that.
Like her still being wanted as her cover or something.
Yeah. She's undercover or something. Which is okay, I guess. Because
I wouldn't have trusted them to keep my cover either. So
yeah, but no, I was gonna say like they had another little action scene, and this is some of the forced humor. They still trying to do that, and it's like I need to let this go. If we pass this, it's not hitting for me. These two actually they got some chemistry, but it's not like y'all trying to force. They trying to force that lethal weapon chemistry
and
where
it doesn't work for them. At least not yet.
Right, where I don't see it working at all. I just don't see it. It's where they do some action and they try to blend a little comedy in there. You know, I said go left. Well, you said right. You know, on 3, and then the other person go before they count. You know, stuff like that.
It's like you said go left. You supposed to go on my all this stuff and
yeah.
This is my biggest problem with that is they're both trained professionals.
And they work together plenty of times.
And they've worked together on serious stuff before and had no problem. Yeah. Now, I get that
all of a sudden,
that their linchpin was supposed to be Steve, but they're both still trained professionals. They know how to work with people, and they don't need to like the people they work with.
I know. They crowbarring in those moments for laughs.
This isn't like, Steve and Tony clashing. Like, you got two people from a military background that are used to working with other operators. They should not have this problem. Once bullets start flying, they should be on mission.
Right. I mean, but it's the whole point. Where in Lethal Weapon, it worked because one dude was an old veteran, other dude was the young hotshot,
or you could call him a psycho, but
right, whatever. But what I'm saying is, one dude he never wanted to run in, and other dude wanted to run and jump. So it was like they was always on two separate pages, and that's where the conflict started. But they on the same page pretty much. Yeah.
They
so
choose not to cooperate with each other.
Yeah, but it's forced, and I'm like, don't do this again. It's not funny.
Yeah, and I'm getting so tired of it because like it's never a moment where it's allowable.
Yeah, it's like at the time when it's time to do some action, just do the action. Y'all ain't got to do this stick. Yeah. We're done with this.
Like if y'all want to have a little after action scene, like as a transition of them giving each other hell before we get to the next scene, fine, do you. But while they're in an action scene, I don't need them stopping to yell at each other over how one of them effed up what they were trying to do.
Yeah, I know. That's the issue. It's not really working, and they need to stop trying to force those jokes. They probably got somebody every day that's going to write. Yeah, a writer come in and be like, hey, add this to the scene.
That what?
A comedic actor come in and add a little something to the scene.
Like we need some sitcom character tension in the scene. But this is an action scene. Don't worry about that. Just write it.
So yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode, man.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was kind of a filler. We did get some look at this other city, this lawless city, and then now Zemo's with them. Now it's like they a group, they a team. It's like now you got to keep him there.
I almost feel like his name should be in the title now.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, because he's the veteran with the style.
Yeah,
you know, where we got the two hot shots.
He's the one that knows the lay of the land. You know.
Yeah.
He knows the terrain, so it's like you got these two dudes that they're good at what they do, but they have no clue how to operate.
And he has a private jet.
I mean, he got money,
jet setting everywhere,
money, class.
So when they need to go somewhere, they just take the private jet.
Yeah,
no wings, no Falcon wings, no superhero for real moments. It was more grounded. You know, hand-to-hand combat more.
I mean, like, luckily, Winter Soldier is always equipped.
Oh, and they showed a little bit of Flag Smashers. You know, they humanized them a little more. It's kind of like they passed or whatever. They're orphans because of the blip.
Yeah,
they got put out their houses when people. I guess they was.
Well, no, they're people that when the blip, like, so they feel like when the decimation happened, the first snap.
Right.
The world got better.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying when all the people came back, they was like, "Hey, it's our shit. You know, get out."
Yeah.
So they had, because they put them in camps. The people that was displaced. Well, the people that was, which is like that don't make sense. You just going, well, I guess they say this person owned his property before.
Well, no. The people that came back got put in camps.
Oh, okay.
That's what the was it?
So
the,
did she come back then?
The GRC is setting up resources for the people that were displaced by that came back from the blip.
'Cause they don't have nothing,
right? And so they're saying that's taking resources away from all the people that stayed. And so since people came back, they've been disenfranchised.
Yeah. So whatever. We'll see what's going to happen with that. But then they show what's her name, Carly, getting a little more violent.
Yeah,
she killed some people now. Yeah.
Completely needlessly.
Yeah.
Like, I get her ideas to send a message, but it's like that wasn't anybody like worth killing. You know?
Yeah, it was just showing you that.
You just set off a car bomb.
But it blew up the whole building.
It blew up the whole building. But I'm just saying, it's like you want to send a message, but like you have no precision with it. You're just doing stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. It was like a filler. I want to see what's gonna happen next week, but as of this week, we got just a little Zemo. You know, it felt like a TV show today.
Yeah.
You know, but other times it felt like I was watching a movie. Now it felt like I was watching a TV show.
Yeah. Though we did see someone from Wakanda. It looked like one of the what do they call them? The
oh yeah, shit! Forgot about talking about her. One of the forgot that one of those bodyguards.
Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you see Bucky like picking up these.
And we never seen her do nothing, but she seems like such a badass.
Yeah.
She seemed like a badass because she just walked up and move or be moved. Like, okay. I don't want to fuck with her.
Yeah. So like we see her, Bucky sees like I guess he spotted these what they call them Kimoyo beads.
Yeah, I guess.
And so he's just going like their breadcrumbs to lead him to her.
Right.
And she demanded that he give.
Right. Of course, they gotta be pissed at Zemo. He killed the king.
Yeah. You know, and like I'm curious to see how
that might be his ulterior motive.
That's what I'm.
Or he might have already promised them that he'll give. Like, as soon as he give me what I want,
once
have
I'm done with him, he's all yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you that's what's going on there.
Yeah, man.
So
otherwise, they might repo that arm.
I like this. Yeah, it is. It is come from Wakanda. I like to see where that goes. I like to see if we finally get to see what she could do.
Yeah,
'cause we never seen her do nothing but just look tough.
Yeah, I'm down for it. You know, and like this is one of those things where it's like it keeps you grounded in the universe. Because when stuff stays too tight, you can forget that everything that's attached to these storylines.
So, all right, that is our review for Falcon and Winter Soldier, Episode 3. So please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can get alerts every time I post, every time we post new videos.
And don't forget drop a thumbs up and comment, because that lets us know that lets YouTube know that y'all are actually invested in what we're doing, and so they can actually give us a little more shine of the shine we deserve. I'm just saying.
Yes, please. We are trying to get to 1,000 subs, so please, if you like this video, please subscribe.
And don't forget to tell people about us, man. Word of mouth helps.
Also share. All right, y'all. We out here.